guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been every time I get on this camera I say it's been a hot minute because it's really been a hot minute. Like, I tend to post videos every 2 weeks now, which I'm trying to get out of, but it's just everything is moving so hectically. But your girl sprained her foot. So now I am crippled. What else is new? But besides my injuries, let's talk about FITZ'S injuries, because if you've read the title, you can probably already tell that Fitz has lost a finger. Yes. So I'm not saying like her whole finger is gone, but definitely like half of her finger is gone. And I'm here to tell you the story on how she's doing. As you can see, she's doing pretty fine. She's eating. I just had to baby proof the tank though, because now I'm very worried, but she's fine. I want to see if I can get an up close on the finger for you guys though. Okay, so that is currently the finger. So as you can see, it's pretty healed up nice and well. I think there's just some extra shed on there that needs to come up, but Fitz is shedding right now, so that will be off soon. But that is the finger. And this is the other hand, just to show you guys what a finger should look like, and then what Fitz's hand looks like now. I'm sorry, Fitz, you're fingerless. She's like, what? Wait, what? Fingerless. Fitz is out for the camera, surprisingly. Usually, if you guys know the sequence of Fitz on camera, so first when she was a baby, she loved the camera, and then when she hit puberty and like around 1.5 to 2 years old, she started like getting away from the camera. I don't know why. Every time I filmed, she'd be like, ugh, not again. Now I feel like since I haven't filmed as much, she's like, oh my gosh, I kind of miss these people. So yes, guys, Fitz's finger fell off. And if you're asking me how, why, I can't really tell you how and why, but I could give you a generalized idea and what the vet told me. So I noticed Fitz's nail was discolored. It wasn't swollen. It wasn't anything like that. It was just a little red. So I didn't suspect anything, and it was just her fingernail. And you know, I kind of brushed it off only because it wasn't, she was walking fine, it was moving fine, everything was good, so I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, she probably just got her nail stuck at something, so it's not really that serious, it'll heal on its own. Little did I know, it did not heal on its own. So as days went on, I noticed that the swelling of her finger did not go down, it actually gotten worse, so I decided it was time to take her to the vet, because just a slight, you know, I thought maybe she had dislocated her finger or her nail, something happened, but I knew it wasn't something I could brush off, so I decided to take the course of action and make that vet visit. So as upon further examination, I was looking at her finger and I was trying to, you know, examine it myself, because that's usually what I do with my animals. Like, I guess you could say I'm more of a DIY vet myself, which is not really good to say on camera, especially with all the pets I own. You guys probably think like I self-diagnose everything, but I really don't. It's just when I look at my animals and I see if there's an issue wrong with them, if I could treat it myself, or I know I don't need to take them to the vet, or it's not something severe, I'm not going to do it. But if it's something that I could treat myself, then I'm going to treat it. So like the thing, if you guys remember when Calypso, she had stuck shed and she literally was dehydrated and half dead. You know, sometimes, more than likely, most people would probably have taken their crested geckos to the vet, but I took it under my responsibility, and knowing my abilities in animal care and all that, I decided to put it into my own hands and take care of it myself. I trust my vet abilities, even though I don't have a degree. So I looked at her nail and it did look like there was some shed retention. So what I did was I put her in the bath and see if that helped. I, you know, warm water and all that. And I took her out and I looked at the nail again, and I wasn't, okay, listen, this is gonna come out really wrong, but I wasn't picking at it, but I was, you know, like testing its flexibility. I was just seeing if she could actually move it. Usually you could tell if a bearded dragon can feel a part of their limb is if you squeeze it a little bit. So that's exactly what I did with the nail. And when I squeezed it, that thing just came right off. Like, I didn't even have to squeeze it. It literally just came right off, and I'm just like, so I was freaking out. I don't even have the finger still, but I was freaking out. I was like, oh my, like, I don't know if I did this or what, but when the nail came off, her finger underneath it looked like it had already been healed. So my diagnosis was that she had got it caught under something in the tank. She must have broken the nail bed or something. It healed under it, and then it just had like the dead nail and the rest of the dead finger just hanging there waiting to come off. It was going to come off eventually. Mind you, I did not squeeze hard enough or purposely try to break off her finger. It was just to see if she could feel it, just so I could know or get an idea of like, are they gonna have to do amputation or something like that? So it was healed underneath it, so it was a prior injury to what I saw. So I guess when the nail looked a little discolored, that was it getting jammed and healing up. But that's what I came up with. So then I took Fitz to the vet that same night because I was freaking out. And even though there was no blood or anything, it was nothing gory at all. Like, it literally just came off. I took her to the vet anyway, and they basically said what I said. So she probably got her nail caught in something, but everything was already healed under it when the finger fell off. I don't know what it could have been. She has been glass surfing a lot more recently, so she probably did get her finger caught in something and ripped it off. The vet put her on Baytril. It's just an antibiotic to make sure everything else goes smoothly. So whatever healing she has left to do, that medicine will take care of it. So now I am giving her Baytril once a day for the next, I think, 14 days. So yeah, Fitz, tell him how you broke your own finger off. I don't know how you did that, but you did it. You managed to. So now I have a fingerless Fitz. Well, we have half a finger Fitz. But besides that, Fitz is doing well. She's doing great. Her recovery is great. Her finger looks awesome. She's shedding still though. Go ahead, Fitz, show them. Guys, look at my finger. I think, yeah, it still has to shed a little. I'll probably bathe her again. But as you can see, her shedding this time has been really blotchy. So yes, this was a story on how Fitz lost her finger, and hopefully she doesn't lose any more, because the other nail actually started to look like that too. This pinky nail started to look like that, but now, if you guys could see, my camera will focus. Oh, the sun is not helping. But this fingernail started to look like that a little bit, but now it's back to normal. But this one definitely started to look how this one did, and I was freaking out. I was like, oh no, like, we're not having this happen again. So I also had the vet check out this hand as well, and she said everything's fine. Fitz is perfectly healthy. It just so happens that she broke her own finger off. Good job, bud. You're doing great. You're doing great. Send us home, Fitz. No? Alright. So, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video, when Taylor's not congested and crippled. What are you doing on top of Fitz's tank? Get down. You have no discipline. Don't lay there.